A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Why Is That 3.0. And now, more questions are on the rise, more answers to the questions will be coming straight to you. And I'm technically here right now to do just that. So let's just get started. This next question simply asks me, why is that you tend to delay projects or straight up abandon them? Now, to delay or abandon them has been a conversation piece in and of itself. I've already talked a lot about how I basically stopped a lot of newer projects like Survival of No Limits and Multiple Wheels of Steel. But that's only because there were very justifiable reasons as to why both of those had eventually dissipated. Survival of No Limits technically ran dry within the span of only a year, and Multiple Wheels of Steel had some great intentions on being somewhat on par with the likes of other YouTube channels like Doug DeMuro and SabKylo4 and some other people here and there, but unfortunately, with the problems that were rising up throughout 2022, following various things that happened on the other side of the world, and you probably know what countries I'm talking about, right? Anyways, though, those were actually the source to why a lot of problems are here in America today. Not just with the politics, but also with the economy. If it wasn't for those malicious attacks against Ukraine, I bet some things would have never happened. Gas prices wouldn't have gone up to $5, and I'm sure that a million other benefactors would not have taken place. I am absolutely positive on this. It can't even be an opinion at this point. But for the most part, though, of course I've had a tendency to sometimes delay or abandon projects, much like with those two series eventually being slammed and thrown away. But for the most part, in terms of how I delay projects, yeah, there have been some moments where delays have come by. Publication dates have simply shown to be different than what I've originally announced. And there have been times where people have basically asked me a lot of things about why have I talked about Nerf Secret Reveal being in 2013 when the oldest videos are being shown in 2015. In all honesty, these were basically not too complicated to explain. I have my own eyewitness. And I do have myself my own share of evidence to back it all up. It can't ultimately be proved by some things like a screenshot or whatnot, because first of all, a lot of these events happened years ago. We just gotta remember that. The fact that my own channel has itself the audacity to say date joined March 2015 instead of July 2008, which is when I truly joined YouTube for the first time. This is the same exact channel that brought you all of this stuff before it got shut down in 2013. Not that it was deleted or anything, no, it was just locked. I had no way of getting back in for 5 years. That is until I eventually had my password changed thanks to a little trick that's been used on a lot of websites nowadays where you can change your password by utilizing your own email address. And when that basically comes together, it can be pretty helpful to help you gain access to certain things that you may have been locked out of. And so, of course, for the reasons of how Nerf Secret Revealed episodes, the oldest ones in particular, don't say published in 2013, for example, or my date that I joined YouTube was in March 2015, the reason why those are different than what I've originally talked about was because of various things that happened, of course. We could talk a lot about various cyber attacks that have happened on different platforms. We could talk about how the whole world had been changing from various problems like politics, economics, and whatnot. And we could definitely go ahead and talk about the downfall of various channels because of certain ideologies and opinions that have been driving us bats. Yeah, I could probably go all day by talking about the various things that have happened, and I've been a key eyewitness to various things. The fact that I have so much memory of all of these unbelievably disastrous events just show that a lot has happened. And a lot will probably continue to happen. By 2030, I'm sure YouTube will be even more strict than what it already has. The fact you can't even say a single cuss word is actually awesome, actually. Oh, I hate when people say those words so badly. Oh man, if I could just have those videos erased from existence. Oh man, starting with McJuggernuggets, Waffle Pun, and every other channel that involves destruction of an Xbox or whatnot, all gone. If I could have just that one wish, then I would be the happiest man alive. Happiest. But how will that ever happen? That's the real question. Anyways, though, I've delayed projects, I've abandoned projects. I've talked a bit about how Nerf Secret Revealed originally was going to have more episodes than just 373, but considering the circumstances that I had back then, the limited time, and the somewhat rushed appearance of each episode, at least with the first 4 or 5 seasons that have happened, basically, I really will honestly point out that there have just been a lot of problems that I myself have dealt with, far more than I would have ever conceived. And the fact is, it's still going to be a problem today. I've talked a lot about various projects, but I don't always have everything around. Every bit of info that should be here in order to make everyone feel comfortable about the fact that I'm going to be doing something big and interesting. Of course, with the fact that Survival of No Limits and Multiple Wheels of Steel, I've talked about them having newer episodes and newer seasons, but they've never happened since then. And that's because of various problems that I've had to deal with. Or just the fact that society is going to be a little more sensitive about certain things. And I sure will do my part. Not only to keep this channel alive and free of anything harmful, but also to keep YouTube comfortable and a place for everybody whom is willing to follow the rules and regulations that have been put into place. Next time you go take a job at your workplace, for example, do they allow you to do certain things without consequences? Absolutely not. I'm sure that if someone uploads a video of themselves getting hit in the face by an egg, or burning themselves, or drinking out of a toilet bowl, or something else entirely, they're definitely going to be expected to be slammed by YouTube. And you know what? If I could be at least in some part of their ranking system, then I can sure guarantee that every creator out there who hates these new rules, they should probably be comfortable in just knowing the fact that I'm going to be around to help anyone who really needs it the most. So if you are wanting to see more, go down to my channel. And if you are indeed wanting to have more from my channel, then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.